The Most Valuable Player Award, by definition, an annual Major League Baseball award given to one outstanding player in the American League and one in the National League. There's the argument whether the award should be given to the best player or the most valuable player to their team, but fact of the matter is, the award has been given to the best player, not the most valuable, for years. In recent weeks, the American League MVP race in 2022 has gone from a no-doubter to closer than you think, so let's break it down. The 2022 AL MVP race is between two guys, Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, and the rest of the guys are fighting for a third place finish. On one hand, you had the argument for Judge, that not only is he having the better season, but he's more deserving because he's more valuable and his team has played meaningful baseball all season long. On the other side, you have people vouching for two-way superstar Shohei Ohtani, who is doing something no player has ever done in Major League Baseball history. Judge has no doubt been the best offensive player in baseball all year long and is in the midst of a historical season, slashing .303, .403, .682 with 54 home runs and 117 runs batted in. He leads Major League Baseball in most hitting categories, including home runs, RBIs, slugging percentage, OPS, OPS+, and WAR. His 204 OPS Plus is the fifth best mark since 2000, behind only Barry Bonds, and Judge is chasing history, as he's only 8 home runs away from breaking the American League home run record of 61 set by Roger Maris in 1961. Not only has he been great offensively, but he swiped 15 bags in the year and has played center field for a majority of the season instead of his natural position in right field for the better of the team and has played pretty well defensively. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani is in the midst of arguably the greatest all-around season ever, considering what he's done at the plate and on the rubber. He's followed up his AL MVP last season with an even better season in 2022 and is currently slashing .270, .360, .537 with 32 home runs and 85 RBIs. Among qualified AL hitters, he ranks second in home runs, second in triples, fourth in RBI, fourth in slugging, fourth in OPS, and sixth in walks. On the mound, he's 11-8 with a 2.58 ERA and 181 strikeouts in 136 innings pitched. Amongst AL pitchers, he leads in K per 9, is 5th in strikeouts, 6th in ERA, and this season, he became the first player in MLB history to hit 30 home runs and record 10 pitching wins in a single year. Despite the fact Ohtani pitches and hits, Judge's wins above replacement is higher than Ohtani's, which is a key argument people have made against him. Personally, up until this past week, I believed Aaron Judge was the AL MVP and still lean that way, but I'm beginning to question it. There was no doubt last year Ohtani was going to win AL MVP over Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but this year is different given the historic season Judge is having. After winning last year and going forward, I believe for Ohtani to win an MVP, and it depended on what other players were doing in the league, he would need to put up similar and or better numbers from the prior year, and he's done that. His offensive numbers are in line with last year, despite the drop-off in power, but what he's lacked on the hitting side of things, he's made up for on the rubber. His pitching stats are way better compared to last season, and it's likely he finishes top 5 in the Cy Young voting this year. Ohtani has made things very interesting of late, hitting .414 with 5 home runs in his last 7 games, and a 900 OPS is much higher compared to .820 where it stood a few weeks ago. Reality is, Ohtani can't control how good or bad the Angels are. He's one player out of 25. He's having a fantastic season, and the Angels are still 17 games under 500. That's why the argument of giving the award to the most valuable player compared to the best player doesn't make sense for me. It's clear MVP voters feel the same way, as Ohtani's teammate Mike Trout has won the award 3 times, and the Angels only had a winning record in one of those 3 years. Even last season, the Angels were well below 500, and Ohtani still won the award. If Judge breaks the American League home run record, it's going to be hard to argue for him not to win MVP, but Ohtani is having a historic season as well. Regardless, these next 5 weeks will be fun to follow as baseball fans, as we are witnessing 2 historic seasons battling for an AL MVP race.